Running a solo business means being the CEO, the marketing director, the IT help desk, and the billing department, all by Tuesday. Tech evangelists promise artificial intelligence will run your entire operation while you sleep. But when you are already working 80-hour weeks, learning a new software suite feels like taking a second job. Think of it instead as intellectual leverage. A laptop now gives you something that used to require a corporate corner office: a tireless, zero-cost research assistant. The problem isn't finding things the machine can do. It's figuring out which of those things actually return more time than they take to learn. This chart maps out that trade-off. The x-axis represents the time and effort required to implement a tool. The y-axis tracks the actual operational leverage you get back. Our goal is to avoid high-effort, low-reward distractions and zero in right here on the top left corner: the quick wins. Targeting this specific zone gives a solo operator the capabilities of a corporate department without the corporate budget or the endless meetings. Let's look at the first major bottleneck for most small operations: marketing, and the absolute dread of a blank white screen. You can ask the machine to outline a weekly newsletter, draft local ad copy, or write 50 product descriptions. Within seconds, you have a structured first draft. The machine acts as clerical help for your muse, giving you an immediate starting point to react to. But there is a strict limitation. AI output is naturally generic. It cannot give you a unique voice. You have to invest time rearranging paragraphs and injecting your own personality, or your local customers will immediately spot the artificial tone. This chart plots drafting copy right here. Low effort to generate, but only medium impact because of the heavy editing required. Next, consider the friction of dense, specialized administration. You can upload a 60-page commercial lease, local zoning codes, or a massive supplier spreadsheet directly into the prompt. The machine acts as a universal translator. It takes lawyer speak and government dialects designed to confuse you and converts them directly into plain English. Comprehension is instantaneous. However, you retain 100% of the operational and legal liability if the machine hallucinates a detail. Because it saves hours of reading for seconds of work, jargon translation drops straight into the top left quadrant. High impact, almost zero effort. For both generating content and digesting dense information, the machine delivers incredible speed, provided you apply strict human oversight to the final result. Now let's address a frustration that drains hours from any solo operator: fighting with software. For 50 years, computers forced us to learn their language. We had to dig through nested menus, remember specific commands, and hunt for buttons that vanished with every update. AI reverses that entire arrangement. You no longer navigate an interface. You simply tell the computer what you want it to do in plain English. You can type, "Explain why the spreadsheet isn't calculating properly," or "Make the top banner on my website brighter." The machine has finally learned how to speak human, eliminating the need for you to speak machine. But this creates a new reality. If your competitor can also operate complex software just by talking to it, basic technical proficiency is no longer a protective moat. We plot tech troubleshooting here in the top right. It requires slightly more effort to learn how to prompt effectively, but the operational leverage is massive. When technology becomes effortless to operate, your competitive advantage shifts away from knowing which buttons to click and toward the actual strategy of your business. And so, looking directly at the completed matrix, your immediate focus should be perfectly clear. If you are drowning in daily tasks, strictly deploy the low-effort, high-impact tools to clear your administrative bottlenecks and buy back your time. If your goal is expansion, use these same translation and research tools to process complex industry data, allowing you to bid on larger contracts without hiring a research department. But there is a hard line you should never cross. You cannot outsource core strategy, genuine empathy for a frustrated client, or basic matters of taste and conscience. This leaves us with foundational human judgment, knowing when the technically correct output is still the wrong thing to do. Because the machine can retrieve facts and solve equations instantly, the true premium now lies in human curiosity, the ability to follow a complex question wherever it leads. Like wanting to understand the complex engineering choices behind the construction of the shipping port facility, or exploring what Eisenhower actually intended when he outlined his Atoms for Peace policy, or investigating what the crowded, brick-paved streets of a booming 1910 steel town actually felt like for the people living there. Artificial intelligence will continue to accelerate our ability to find answers and drive operational efficiency. But the ultimate competitive advantage for your business will always be your own judgment, the uniquely human ability to decide which questions are actually worth asking.